super excited. What's up? It's Malo.
What's good, man?
How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Just chilling. How are you
Can you
guys
hear
out
me
there?
fine?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, so shout out to everyone tuning in. This is gonna be super dope. First ever interview with It's Malo. So kick back, grab your drinks, grab your snacks, grab your blunts. It's gonna be super dope. Um, so let's just jump right into it. So we're just gonna start off. So tell us about yourself and what you do.
Pues me conocen como Malo Designs. Uh, from CD covers to logos, T-shirt designs. Um, I've been doing this for a few years, and fortunately, in these few years, I've been able to work with a lot of people and build a nice portfolio, and also work with people that I've looked up to. So, and I've been doing it full time since 2020, and now we're here, rocking and rolling.
That's dope. So what are your strengths and weaknesses as a graphic designer?
My strengths, I think my strengths are that I got my own stilo. I got my own stilo. Uh, I think that's very my strength because I stick to. Uh, Not only do I want to give people something that they'll like, I want them to have something that I like. So everything that I do has a little bit of my stilo in it. And I think people like that. So I think that's my strength. As weaknesses go, I think just as any entrepreneur trying to come up, they always have flaws that they have to work on, and I think I just have like the regular stuff that, as people are trying to build a business, I think I have the same flaws, and I'm trying to fix them. But, I think organization is a big thing. When you're running a business, you definitely got to be organized. And, I definitely learned to kick my level up on that. But yeah.
How long do you normally spend like on a project?
Man, see, right there, sometimes it varies, because sometimes sometimes it might take me, sometimes I have to like step back from a project and just get my mind clear from it and then go back to it. Um and sometimes they just fall apart. I mean, they just fall together. And in like 15 minutes I'll have a dope ass cover, and sometimes it happens and sometimes it doesn't, so it always ranges, because people always have different visions, so sometimes I have to work with the client's vision and it takes a little bit longer, but we make it happen.
Awesome. Who's someone you would like to create artwork for?
Someone that I'd like to create artwork for. Well, you know what? I worked with Toker from Brownside, and to the Chicano community, that's like Tupac to the blacks.
Yeah.
Toker is like the soundtrack of many Chicano communities, and so I don't know who I would say. Like I work with Toker, but I guess if you would say no one famous, just in general, I would say anyone that's trying to get it. Anyone that's really trying to push their shit and get somewhere with it, because if you're hustling hard, man, I want to be right there.
Awesome. Where do you see yourself in the next few years?
Um, all right, I like this question. Right, so where I'm at right now, being where I come from, this doesn't happen too often. So where I'm at right now, I never thought I'd be here. Like I couldn't even imagine it. And so wherever I'm going, I know that as long as I keep doing what I'm doing, it's going to be good, and I can't imagine it yet. Like
Yeah,
I can't see it, but I know I'll be there.
that's dope. You just see yourself like just blown up.
Yeah, just doing it one way or another. Even to me, blowing up, I already did in a way.
Yeah.
Because to me, I don't worry about likes or comments or all that. As long as you're getting paid, you're winning. Um, but yeah, I can't, I don't know where I'll see myself, but I know that I see myself in a better place than I am now, you know,
Yeah,
and where I'm at is a really good place already, so, I hope, just with hard work, I know I'll be wherever I'm supposed to be.
super dope. What does the number 222 mean to you?
The number 222, it means I'm on the right path, you know, I'm on the right path. I'm big on numbers. And I constantly see those, the 444s, 555s, 222s, and I definitely think I the triple twos are when you're aligned, you know. So I feel that's what it means to me. You're aligned and you're supposed to be exactly where you're at.
Super dope. Um, so now we're just gonna go into some questions that your supporters asked you, and let's just get into it. So we'll start with the first one. With at Clown Sheep Bamster, what is the creative process behind your art, and how long do designs take?
First off, what's up to my boy Clown G, man? Uh, that fool's a heavy hitter. If you guys don't know, his work ethic is strong. The homie stays working, putting shit out. Much love, man. And my inspiration. Wait, what was the question again? My bad. I was love to the
What
homie.
is the creative process behind your art, and how long do designs take?
Well, like we said earlier, sometimes the time ranges. And the creative process is basically, they shoot me an idea, and and then I think, hey, all right, how can I do this? How can I make their idea come alive? And I just give it my stilo, and then it just goes from there. Then we just keep bouncing back ideas till we just get something solid, and there it goes.
Super dope. Another one of the supporters' questions. I hope I'm saying this right. At Trillium Carillo Newer, what is the most valuable lesson you have learned in business from a mentor?
Don't take it personal. It's just business. When being who I am, I gotta remind myself that I'm not being me here. I'm running a business here, and so don't take nothing personal. You know what I mean? It's all business, and chalk it up.
And how do you deal with like how do I say not disappointment, but how do I say it? Like when a customer or someone, one of your clients doesn't like the work you do, like how do you take, or criticism, how do you take criticism?
Um, well, you know what? Criticism is detrimental to coming up, and being a better you. So I take it how it comes. Um, to me, if something, if they think that I'm lacking on this area or this area, hey, that's cool because they're just letting me know. You know what I mean? They're
Mm-hmm.
seeing what I'm not. You know? So it's cool. I think I deal with it pretty firme. Like I said, I try to deal with it as a business, not as a as a human. It's a business, so you can't please everybody. You can't. But damn, we try.
That's all that matters, right?
Yeah, we
um
try.
so another question from at the official Dr. G is, what inspired you to do graphics?
What inspired me? This one's a crazy story. All right, so in late 2016, I was gonna go handle a health issue, and it was gonna be a surgery, right? And it was gonna be one surgery, and then I was gonna be in the clear, and it wasn't letting me hustle how I wanted to. So I said, I'm gonna get the surgery, and then I'm just gonna go hard. And it didn't happen. What happened was one surgery led to four surgeries, some life-threatening issues, and so I couldn't even hustle how I was. And between those surgeries, my boy Thief hooked me up with some vatos that needed designs, and one of those vatos was Filthy Prince, and Filthy needed designs. He was trying to run his shit, and como te digo, I did design, so he was trying to get at me, and I just at this point I only did it for the homies. I do designs for the homies. It wasn't nothing that it wasn't even on my mind. But the homie kept needing designs, and he told me I had something. So I said, fuck it, I was broke. I was going through all these surgeries. I was at the bottom. And I said, fuck it. I did a few things, and I did a few jobs, but to me, it was still like a quick lick. It wasn't like, oh, this is what I'm gonna do. To me, it was just a quick lick. I'm just gonna get my feria, I'm out. Um, and I wasn't even doing it for feria. I was doing designs for these clothing lines, for this merch, because I was like, I'm broke. I might as well look fly while while I figure out what I'm gonna do. And the homie kept pushing me, telling me, I got something. The homie Filthy really did, and I said, fuck it, I'm gonna try it. But to me, it was just, hey, I'm just gonna get a few more customers, and then I'm out. Like I said, it was a quick lick, and I just kept pushing it, and times were slow at a point, but then it picked up. And Malo was a graphic designer. It was like it chose me, and ever since that, I just ran with it.
Yeah.
So that's how that was the question, right? That's how it came about.
Yeah,
But yeah,
that's
shout out to my
amazing.
boy PRG.
Um, let's go with another question. From at SJX Rose, where did your inspiration come from, and when is it that your ideas come to mind?
Well, my inspiration for all of this was just the goal as a whole business was to get mines. Like I said, I was in a bad spot. I was going through a lot, and this shit was it was like it was like it was something that let me rise out from what I was in. It helped me grow out of this, and it helped me out a lot. So that's my inspiration, and anything that I do is part of my struggle. You know what I mean? um and the second part of the question was it
When is it that your ideas come to mind?
my ideas, man. Well, I'm a night out, man. En la noche is that's why I'm working. Pero you know what? I get inspired, like the creative process that comes from everywhere all the time también, though, because I'm going somewhere and I see something that looks firme. I'm like, oh, how could I do that? And so I like stay looking for stuff. It's just like part of my nature now. But yeah.
Do you like carry around like a notebook or something to help kind of like do you just come up with something like, oh, I'm gonna go write it down, or do you like save it for later?
Nah, I do everything from my mind, which I recently stopped because up for like, I've been doing this for like 3 years, and I've been doing this everything from my mind. I just keep it all up here, but nah, I don't write nothing down. I barely got into the habit of writing everything down. So it's like like a more official, and
Mhm.
more easier flow for work and stuff like that. But yeah, nah, it's all from the head.
Yeah, that's crazy. I could not do that.
It's hard.
um
It's hard.
I bet. So another question is from at Miklan1619.
What's up?
How do you
Uh,
have the creativity to always come up with original designs?
well, sometimes I don't even know what to do. I don't even know what to come up with, and then I just try to add, like, I just try to think, what are the audiences gonna think? Like, if it's a love song, you want the audience to react a certain way, or if it's a T-shirt designed for a skater. You want their audience to react to it. So, I keep that in mind. Like, what when people see this, what are they gonna think? How they gonna make them feel, and I try to add that to every process.
So
To
not
create.
only are you thinking about like the clients, but the audience as well?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because half of it is a person buying the design. The other half is the people that are gonna react to it. Whether it's music or merch, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
and you want.
not a lot of people like think about the audience, but that's honestly really interesting.
Yeah, yeah. Well, they're the ones that keep my name alive.
True.
Hey, shout out to my boy Capone, man. Capone is in the house. Shout out to Chino 18, man. Much love. Much love to my Tejas G's.
So another question is from at Squishy 1991. What programs did you start off with and what are you using now?
Photoshop, Adobe Illustrator, After Effects, uh, Filmora, and yeah, yeah, even my phone too. I'm doing everything, just because you can do everything. I don't make CD covers with my phone, but if I see something like a texture, like like a sick wall, like let's say a concrete wall, I'll take a picture of it and then I'll be able to use that in a graphic. Or if I see something from a book, I use everything. Um, but yeah, yeah, the ones I named off are the main ones I use, and those are the ones that make this stuff happen.
She also has part two of a question. So, how was your personal style developed, and how do you show your style in your work?
Um, I'm a Chicano. I grew up like that. I was always very proud of who I was and who I am. So I think that always transferred into my stuff. Because um, if people that follow me that see my work, they know Malo, man. They know that my style is straight Chicano, and I make it work for any occasion. You know what I mean? Like I put us out there in every chance I get, but I do it with class, so they respect our culture. I think that's so I always give it my style like that. Just being myself. Um,
That's the
but yeah, what was the second part of that?
And how do you so it was how has your personal style developed and how do you show your style in your work?
Well, that's how we spoke about showing the style and how it's developed. I you could just see covers. I did a cover for my boy Chino 818, much love. I did him a cover, and he didn't release a song till a year later, right? And right before he was about to release it, I was like, "Hey, homie, let me revamp that. Let me fuck with it real quick, homie." And he did, and it just came out better. And so my style has developed a lot. And and that comes just from hard work. Anything that you work hard at, you're gonna achieve. As long as you got a plan and a work ethic, and you're out to get it, it's gonna happen. And thank God I'm here. I've developed a style a style that lets me live my current life. Which, like I said, I never thought I'd be right here. So, you know,
Just gotta put in that work, huh?
yeah, you can't skip it. You can't skip it. You can't take shortcuts. None of that. And if people want to know some game, just remember the 10,000 hour rules. Rule is that to master something, you have to have 10,000 hours under your belt. And if I'm not there already, I know I'm right there.
Y'all heard that? You gotta put in that work.
Mhm.
And one of the last questions from one of your supporters is from at Mr. Soul Real 562. When did you first start making designs? Did you have days where you wanted to quit?
Yeah, yeah. Like I said, I've been doing this for a few years. And when there's been a lot of times where you want to quit, you know. At first, it was really slow. It was real slow. But I just kept pushing it. You know, I kept pushing. I'm like, fuck it, someone's gonna say something, you know. And and I kept promoting it, and you know, I it went good, you know. But you know, I want to quit a few times, you know. I post something and I don't even get one like or something, you know. At that time, I cared about likes, you know. And then you know, other times, you know, what makes you want to quit is like when you get these certain clients that are just over the top, you know, and makes you want to be like, man, fuck this shit, like, Charlie, you know, like. But at the same time, you gotta, you know, like I said, you gotta remind yourself that this is a business and to take nothing personal. And you know, you never know what's going on their end. They might be having a fucked up day too. You
Mm-hmm.
know, they might just be going through some badass shit that you know they can't help to leak out in their persona for the day. So you know, take everything with a grain of salt. And when you feel like quitting, just don't. You know, and that's what I did. I never quit. You know, never quit. And you know, persistence and consistency is key. You know.
Great advice. That basically answered the second part that he also asked. It was like, what helped you to not quit doing what you're doing today?
Yeah. Well, you know, also that uh, I don't want to make it sound materialistic. You know, but the feria, you know, when feria's coming in, you can't quit. You know, and this is what I worked so hard for to get. You know, so that don't let you quit because when you actually start seeing money, you're like, nah. You know, and you know, I do this full time, so you know, that's where I was heading for. You know, and so you know, like that feria, that will keep you going, you know. And it's not all about money. It's just about what money can do for you, you know. Money, if you have money, you decide your time, you know. And I'm on my time now. I'm on nobody's time. And you know, to me, that's a very beautiful thing, especially because you know, where I come from, that doesn't happen. You know, everybody's working. Everybody's working their ass off for the minimal, and I'm like the first one to actually break that. You know,
Mhm.
so you know, that's what keeps a motherfucker going, you know?
That hustle.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll end with the last question. And what's one thing you'd like to share with your supporters?
Um, man, just get yours. Just get yours. You know, at one point, I was in a hospital bed looking outside, thinking like, damn, am I ever gonna get to go outside? You know? And I didn't know what was gonna happen at that one point. And going through all of that, um, going through all of that brought out the best in me, you know. Being at my worst brought out the best in me eventually because I didn't give up. So, you know, don't give up and get yours because even when you're going through a hard time, make that shit your mansion, you know? Like you're going through a hard time, make that shit your mansion. Kick your feet up and turn the TV on, you know? Like that's your house now and own it. And once you embrace your struggle, there's nothing that can stop you, you know? So if you can take anything from this is get yours, you know, because just when you think you're about to break, shit, you might even break, but that might lead to something better. Just don't give up, you know. Don't give up and get yours, you know, because shit, the world is ours, man, and it's time for us to get ours, you know, straight.
Y'all heard it's Malo Designs. It was super dope getting to get a little creative with you and get to know you. Also, big shout out to you for the dope intro. Thank you for spending your time and creating it. Super dope, and I love it.
Yeah, much love.
Um, and if you didn't get to see this on my Instagram live, you'll get to see it on my YouTube channel at La Muertas Vida. So check out it's Malo Designs at your Instagram name.
That's right. It's underscore Malo underscore designs, and
Check
that's the home base right there.
check it out, and also check out my brother Clown G Bamster.
Right.
It was
Hey,
super dope. What was that?
let me get some shout outs in.
Oh, go for it, go for it.
Yeah. Hey, you know, first off, I want to send love to my boy Morales, motherfucking kid poets. um, I want to send love to Capone, Chino 818, the homie Clowns G, the homie DRG, Hood Stocks, Lucky from Hood Stocks, and everybody else that's getting it, man. You know, much love. Um, that's what it is, man.
All right.
Oh,
Oh,
hey, and shout out to Muerta for having me. Much love,
oh, thank
Spencer.
you. You are awesome. And I had
Anytime.
super, it was super dope. So thank you. And I hope all you have a wonderful night. And I hope you have a wonderful night too. It's Malo.
Right.
Peace.